Flying for the first time in 70 years and probably actually for the last time in its life. It's just come out of the English Channel. What you're looking at is the world's last surviving Dornier 17 bomber. It's pretty beat up. It's been down there 70 years, but it is more or less complete. You can see the fuselage. The plane is actually on its back, so that great gaping hole you can see in the middle is what used to be the bomb bay, and you can see the wings, and if we cut to our other camera you can see certainly one of the engines. That's the front of the fuselage. That's where the bomb aimer would have sat. The glass, the perspex has all disappeared, but the rest of the bodywork, the aluminium bodywork, is still there. And it's remarkable really that it's come up in the shape that it has, because the salvage operation, which began in May, has been so disrupted by bad weather that they had to abandon their original plan to build a sort of frame or cradle around the plane, and they've had to attach these cables, most of them directly to the frame of the airframe of the aircraft itself, which was a very risky thing to do with something that was so old and so corroded, but they seem to have got away with it. The ends of the wings have fallen off, but there's one of the engines, and the plane is more or less intact. Also surprising that it's come out this afternoon, because the operation hit a rather serious hitch earlier today when the salvage barge, which has four huge cables, one of the anchor cables fouled the barge's propeller, and everything had to stop while that was sorted out. And we thought that they had missed the window of opportunity that they get only 4 times a day, when the tides here on the Goodwin Sands slacken sufficiently for divers to go down. They can only dive at slack water, but slack water continued for longer than they thought, and they decided literally on the spur of the moment to give it a go. A diver went down, spent about 25 minutes attaching those cables that you can see. Crane lifted it up, absolutely perfect conditions, flat, calm, beautiful sunshine. They couldn't really have asked for better conditions. So there it is. What you can see is a spar sticking out at one point from the fuselage, which was inserted to give it some sort of extra strength and prevent it from breaking up when it came out of the water. But all things considered, pretty good, and I suspect the people from the RAF Museum who have been paying for this will be absolutely delighted with what they've got.